Hey, what's up, YouTube? Little man with a big opinion here. Been a few days since I've done a video, and I kind of feel bad for the people who subscribed. So we're gonna talk about prepping again. I'm in Austin, Texas. Haven't been here, 6 months, 7 months. I don't know. And really don't like the place. It's crowded and kind of reminded me of Houston. Didn't like that place much either. But purpose of this video is, me and my girlfriend are traveling from our somewhat little city of Corpus Christi, Texas, all the way up to Bolingbrook, Illinois, Chicago, that area, to go see some family. Aunt just had a baby, all that good stuff. And, I drive a fairly small car. It's a Nissan Versa. Before the other preppers are like, you drive a sedan and you're into prepping. I do have, access to a truck. You can't beat 40 miles to the gallon when you're a delivery driver. Or when you put 20,000 miles on a car a year. I'd rather put 20,000 miles on an $8,000 Nissan Versa than a $28,000 truck. So, that being said, it's a fairly small car. It seats 4 very comfortably, and it's got a 5th seat in the back, and it's kind of like if you have a little cousin and you have to put 5 people in your car, it's that kind of seat. Trunk space is moderate. I'm taking my cousin with me up to Chicago. He's in a wheelchair. It fits in the trunk. When it's folded down, it's like the very, bottom thing because it's like the flattest. And we have all of our luggage and all this other stuff in the trunk. And as my female companion, she packs 4 pairs of shoes, and we're going to be up there for about 3 weeks. And for some reason, with being up there for 3 weeks, she needs 4.5 weeks worth of clothes. Like, she said that she's probably still going to do laundry up there because she probably wants to rewear something. But she literally has enough clothes items with her that she does not have to wash clothes for over a month. I, on the other hand, 2 pairs of pants, 3 or 4 shirts, a couple jackets. The only place that I go, ham on is I bring almost the same amount of shoes that she does. I've got 10 pairs of socks. And I've got low-cut socks for tennis shoes. I've got hiking socks for the combat boots that I have. And then I have some breathable socks for my cowboy boots. So I've got a pair of tennis shoes, good athletic, Nike ones. I've got my well-worn-in combat boots that I wear when the Army, calls me up for my 1 weekend a month. And I have my cowboy boots because, if I'm going to be in Chicago wearing blue jeans and a pearl snap, and I can't wear tennis shoes because that just looks stupid. But I still brought more stuff than her because I, packed a handgun. It's the handgun that always stays in the car. I've got the knife that always stays in the car. A good buddy of mine made. I've got the AR in the trunk. And I told my brother I brought a modest amount of ammo for it at 11 magazines of the 30 round capacity. This guy just randomly stopped in the middle of the road, and I don't know if he was staring at me or not. Anyway, 11 magazines of 30 round capacity and 140. I think that's a decent amount of traveling ammo without carrying, 100 pounds worth of the crap. And I brought my 22. I brought one of the 22s. I got a Henry, 1022. I've got the Henry lever action, and I have the Henry 1022 breakdown. If I had brought the breakdown first, I wouldn't have bought the normal 1022. But the breakdown fits underneath in the tire well in the trunk perfectly, and I can afford to bring 3,500 rounds for the 22. On top of that, again in the tire well, they have enough space in there. In this car, this is its shout out. I have a full size spare, a jack, a car battery charger, a takedown 1022, 3,500 rounds of ammunition, and 4 days worth of MREs / Mountain House meals. And then in the trunk, I've got 100-ounce Camelback and a just like a 2-liter like standard outdoor Camelback. Both of those are full, and then we've got our I have 2 canteens and 2 like Nalgene quart size water bottles, and then some water purification stuff, fire stuff. Basically, the car is a bug out car with the amount of stuff that I've brought with me. And it's not a new challenge for me, but I've never really spent enough time in Chicago where I drive. I normally just fly, where I have access to my car, and it's cold up there. So I've got a couple of wool blankets. I got 2 of our Army sleeping bags. I've got a camping stove, like a little camp, backpacking stove. It's not really a camping stove. So just all these supplies that I've brought with me. And kind of thinking about it, 7 minutes in the video, and I didn't really say what this video is going to be about. I don't know. But the point of it is, if you've made it this far, that if you plan on traveling away from your preps or, vacationing, it's a little bit harder for if you're going on like a planned vacation, like a cruise or something like that. But you still need to, be mentally and physically prepared for if SHTF happens when you're sitting at your house with your 1,000,000 pounds of rice and 1,000,000 rounds of ammunition and 2-foot concrete reinforced steel walls, then you're going to be perfectly fine. If SHTF happens while you're at work, an hour from your house, you might not be 100% fine, but you're probably 95% fine. As long as you can get back to your house, you're good. If you're visiting your mom and dad 3 or 4 hours away, is your plan to get back to your fortress of solitude and then you'll be fine? So now I'd put you at like an 85% chance, because you gotta, cross a state, or in my case, get a third way across freaking Texas. For us, going on a 15-16 hour, car ride away from home, if something happened, I can almost guarantee you that I'm not going to be able to drive all the way back to all of my preps. Fortunately, actually, the bug out location is like 45 minutes outside, about an hour outside the city of Corpus, so it could be an hour less to get there. Just have to somehow try to get to our cats before they died, but they're smart animals. They might break open the bags like they already do. But, the point of this, like I said before, and, you're alluding, I'm 4.5 hours away from home, and what I have in this car, I'm probably more prepared for. I'm sitting in a neighborhood in Austin, waiting for my girlfriend to finish doing some business stuff, and, I could, if I had permission to walk into this person's house right here, would they have a week's worth of food? I mean, it's Monday. Most people get paid on Friday. So they probably have a decent amount of food if, they've only eaten for Saturday, Sunday, and part of Monday. But if it was, Thursday, and it's right before payday, and they're eating ramen noodles, I'm more prepared for them, and I'm in a car, and they're in a 1,400 to 20 or 2,000 square foot, residency. So, guys, you need to start preparing. It's not something that's going to break the bank. Obviously, what I have in the car, I put it, taking out the guns, just the, keep me alive aspect. It's easily $1,500, $2,000 worth of stuff. But I've also been prepping since I was about 14. So almost 10 years under the belt. And so 10 years to spend $2,000 is nothing. A year spending $2,000 on one hobby is nothing. And I think it's going to be my new catchphrase for my prepping stuff. But I really like calling it my staying alive insurance. They have life insurance. I can't use that name, because technically life insurance is you died and people get money because you paid into a program. So it's staying alive insurance. I would rather, eat rice and beans and have honey tea, because those are probably one of 4 things I have the most stuff stocked away, for 30 years of my life, and still get, some kind of enjoyment out of it, then something happens, the government doesn't help, and, I'm frantically freaking out for a month before, your body just gives up or you give up. This dog's got some fight in him. So, with that, I'm going to call this the end of the video. Shoot. I don't have any sponsors or anything. So, and I don't have any merch to sell. If you're catching my drift, I'm working on stuff like that. I have had one person reach out to try to do a sponsor. But I don't know if I want to use that sponsor. So, we'll figure it out. But till next time, guys, little man with a big opinion. If you've made it, almost 13 minutes in this video and you like me just rambling on, please like the video. If you like what I'm doing with this channel, please think about subscribing. One of my favorite YouTubers, he prides himself in not having a niche, but having enough people to, make this a full-time income for him. So, I'm going to continue to keep adding more content. If you're here for the prepping stuff, I like prepping, so I'm going to keep doing that stuff. If you're here for the money-making stuff, well, I think everyone likes to make money, so I'm going to keep doing that stuff. I'm going to keep doing, the coins and antique stuff like that, because basically I'm going to do all my hobbies, and if you subscribe, you'll at least get one video within that hobby a week. And I'm probably going to start adding my video gaming, because I put in a solid at least 10 hours a week into that stuff. So I might as well digitize it and see if people want to watch me play that too. Catch you later, guys.